Think you don't have time to prep? I mean, I get it. We're all busy. But what if I told you, with just a few minutes a day, some smart time management, and eliminating a few of those time wasters, you can get prepared. So stick with me so you can be prepared for any emergency that comes your way. Now, this is the second video in a series where I'm trying to tear down the excuses of reasons people can't prep. The first one was no money, and this one is no time. And I'm telling you, neither of those excuses are valid. First, I want to acknowledge your pain. I understand we're all so busy. It just feels like there's not enough time to prep. But you know what? Emergencies don't wait. So you have to start now and prep to protect your family. Hi, I'm Mary Ellen, and I'm better known on YouTube as Prepper Potpourri. And on this channel, I share practical tips and food storage strategies and ways to make your household more resilient from life's emergencies. And there's no fear factor. So if you want to be prepared, I hope you hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so you don't miss a single video. First, we gotta know where our time goes, right? And one of the ways is to actually list what you're doing during the day. And you're gonna find out that you have several, or even more than several, time wasters. It might be checking on your phone for social media. You're only going to do it for 5 minutes, right? And it ends up to be 30 minutes. Or maybe you just want to watch just one episode on Netflix, and you end up binging 3 more episodes. Or maybe you're researching something. Like sometimes I go on Pinterest and I'm just looking for one thing for a craft, and I thought, oh, that looks interesting. And then that one leads me to this one, and that one leads me to that one. And pretty soon, a whole hour has flown by. So, recognize what are your time wasters. Track your time, set limits, especially digital limits on your laptop, your phone. And you can do that. iPhone has an app called Screen Time. And you can do digital well-being on Android phones. And what I want you to do is just replace that idle time. Maybe it's only 5 minutes, but just do a quick prep task and you'll be surprised on how much you can get done. In prepping, you have to know where you're going, right? So you want to come up with some goals, and SMART goals are a way to do that. S in SMART is for specific. Create a 72-hour kit with 15 items. The M is for measurable. Stock up on 7 days of non-perishable food. A is achievable. You want realistic goals. So maybe you give yourself a couple weeks to organize your important documents. And of course, R is relevant. You want your goals to relate to your prepping needs. And T, time bound. You're giving yourself a clear deadline when you want something accomplished. And those are SMART goals. Now you might want to write down your goals and keep them someplace you'll see easily, like maybe your refrigerator. And you might want to have it right next to your daily to-do list. And what you need to do with your goals is to break them down into measurable tasks. Not, I want to have 2 weeks of emergency food. Okay. How are you going to accomplish that? So break it down to smaller tasks. I'm going to buy ABC this week at the grocery, DEF, whatever, next week at the grocery, that type of thing. So you accomplish your goal, but it is not all at once. Because if you try to have too large of tasks or too many tasks on your to-do list, you won't accomplish that much. And then you're going to get discouraged. Now, I take great pleasure from being able to cross something off my list. It just gives me, I think it releases endorphins, I don't know, but I really enjoy seeing what I've got done. For me, a good to-do list really helps prevent procrastination. Now, like I said, you can just have a written to-do list, you can have a to-do list on Excel, or maybe you're using an app such as Todoist, Trello, Google Keep, or Microsoft To Do. I mean, there's a lot of apps out there, and I'll have some of the links below. And the apps have some additional bells and whistles, right? Because you can set reminders like every October 1st, check the over-the-counter meds in my med cabinet. So it'll happen every year. Or your daily to-do tasks, it can tell you what you've accomplished, what you still need to accomplish, and then you can easily move them from place to place without rewriting your entire list. So basically, a to-do list to me is a way to turn chaos into clarity and to help you keep you motivated and on task. I really think a good to-do list reduces your stress and helps you make consistent progress towards your prepping goals. Now, like we said, you though have to break down your goals into achievable tasks. For instance, maybe it's prepare for a power outage. So day 1, you find and test your flashlights. Day 2, you check and replace batteries. Day 3, you're gathering up all candles and matches. Day 4, you're filling all your water bottles with water. Maybe day 5, you're going to stop at the store and purchase some shelf-stable snacks. Day 6, you either got to find or buy your battery-operated weather alert radio. And day 7, make sure your external batteries for your cell phones are charged. And then put it all in one bin so you know where everything is if you do have a power outage. And see, it didn't take up much time per day, but at the end of the week, it got that goal accomplished. We call this the quick wins method because it can really help keep you motivated and you will accomplish your goals. Now, some people like to actually block time on their schedule every day. So maybe between 6 p.m. and 6:20, you're doing these tasks. It's always for prepping. If that works for you, then do it. You might want to further prioritize your goals or your tasks by using the Eisenhower Method. Eisenhower is quoted as saying, "What is important is seldom urgent, and what is urgent is seldom important." So he came up with this matrix, and it has 4 quadrants. We have important, which is urgent, means do it now, and not urgent, you can schedule it for later, and not important, delegate it to somebody else. Not urgent, well, eliminate it or minimize it. So you might want to think that way about your goals and tasks. An example of an urgent, important task would be the news says the hurricane's heading your way. So you have to make sure you have your hurricane supplies ready, your car packed to go, whatever you need to do, because that's urgent. But maybe it's just hurricane season is approaching. So it's important, but not urgent. So you can schedule your time to work on your hurricane supplies. Just another way of doing your goals and your to-do list. And again, I can't emphasize enough to have a lot of little 5-minute tasks that you can easily accomplish. It might be write down some emergency contacts, charge your cell phone's battery pack, just little things to accomplish. But when you add them all up, if you only did 5 minutes a day, that means you spent 2.5 hours prepping for the entire month. Not bad. And of course, you might be able to multitask too. If you have a long commute, that's when you can watch my prepping videos or listen to a podcast. Maybe if you're cleaning at the same time, you can be organizing your prepping supplies. Maybe over family dinner, you're discussing emergency plans with the kids. You can do things sometimes multitasking too. So what I'm getting at is prepping doesn't have to require hours and hours of your time. Just some smart time management and a commitment to act. Start today. Find out what's your biggest time waster. I know I fall prey to that binge TV. I watch one episode and the way it ends, I gotta watch the next episode. It's one of my time wasters. Set one smart goal and then break it down into small, achievable tasks. So, I'm curious. Comment below, what is your number one time waster? And do you have any hints how to avoid that time waster? And if this video has helped you on your prepping journal, then please hit that like button and be sure to subscribe for more prepping hints.